As we age, our bodies go through a lot of changes. Our metabolism slows down, our muscles weaken, and our bones start to lose density. This makes it crucial for those over 65 to be more mindful of what we put into our bodies. What you eat can either support your health or make age-related decline happen much faster than you'd like. Just picture it, someone in their 70s or 80s, full of energy, active, and independent. This is the reality that's possible for many people in their golden years, but only if they're making the right choices in their diet. And unfortunately, there are 5 foods that many older adults consume without realizing the harm they're causing. We'll explain why you should avoid them. Let's start with processed meats. Bacon, sausages, hot dogs. These foods are a staple in many people's diets. But for those over 65, they can be particularly dangerous. Processed meats are packed with sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy fats. These substances have been linked to an increased risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and even certain types of cancer. And as we get older, our heart health becomes even more fragile. Processed meats can also contribute to inflammation in the body, which accelerates aging, weakens your immune system, and can lead to chronic conditions like arthritis. For seniors, especially, it's crucial to avoid foods that trigger inflammation. These foods can act like a slow poison, silently damaging the body over time. And here's the kicker. Processed meats don't just harm your body now. They build up damage over years, making it harder for your body to recover as you age. Instead, choose lean meats like chicken or fish, or plant-based protein sources like beans and lentils. These alternatives provide the protein your body needs without the harmful additives. Who doesn't love a sweet treat every now and then? A piece of cake, a chocolate bar, or a sugary cookie? So tempting. But if you're over 65, your sweet tooth could be putting your health at risk. Sugary snacks and desserts might give you an energy spike in the moment, but they come with a heavy price. Over time, they can contribute to weight gain, insulin resistance, and a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at managing blood sugar levels. This is why seniors are especially vulnerable to the effects of high sugar intake. Excess sugar can lead to a spike in blood sugar levels, causing inflammation and accelerating age-related diseases like heart disease and dementia. While a slice of cake every now and then won't kill you, eating sugary foods regularly can lead to serious long-term consequences. The good news? You can swap sugary snacks for fruit, which provides natural sugars along with fiber and antioxidants to support your aging body. Let's talk about refined carbohydrates, white bread, pasta, and pastries. These foods are convenient, but they may be doing more harm than good as we age. Refined carbs, much like sugary foods, cause your blood sugar to spike, leading to insulin resistance and inflammation. Over time, this can increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even Alzheimer's disease. And because they lack fiber, refined carbs don't keep you feeling full, leading to overeating and weight gain. Opt for whole grains instead. Brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat bread are packed with fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and keeps you fuller for longer, reducing the risk of those dangerous blood sugar spikes. Now, let's talk about one of the most tempting, yet most dangerous food groups, fried foods. There's something about that crispy golden exterior and tender inside that makes fried foods incredibly irresistible. Whether it's French fries, fried chicken, or crispy fish fillets, it's no surprise that many of us indulge in them. But for those over 65, this indulgence could be having serious consequences on your health. Fried foods are often considered a guilty pleasure, but the truth is, for older adults, they come with far more than just empty calories. The oils used to fry foods, especially when reused multiple times, contain unhealthy trans fats, which can be incredibly harmful to your body. Trans fats are synthetic fats created during the process of hydrogenating oils, making them solid at room temperature. Here's the problem. Trans fats can raise your bad LDL cholesterol levels while lowering your good HDL cholesterol. This imbalance increases your risk of developing cardiovascular diseases, which are already a significant concern for people over 65. High cholesterol contributes to clogged arteries, which can lead to heart disease, heart attacks, and even strokes. Heart disease is one of the leading causes of death among older adults, and eating fried foods regularly only makes that risk greater. But the dangers don't stop at the heart. Consuming too much fried food also promotes inflammation in the body, which accelerates the aging process and contributes to chronic conditions such as arthritis, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's disease. Let's not forget about another consequence of fried foods: weight gain. Fried foods are high in calories and fat. The excess calories you consume from fried foods can quickly add up, leading to weight gain, which in turn increases the strain on your joints, heart, and muscles. Weight gain is especially problematic for seniors because it can lead to a whole host of issues, such as joint pain, difficulty with mobility, and an increased risk of conditions like diabetes. For seniors, carrying excess weight can make it harder to stay active, which is crucial for maintaining both physical and mental health as we age. Another hidden danger of fried foods comes from the practice of reusing oil. Many people fry foods at home and reuse the oil multiple times to save money or avoid waste. But this is a major health concern. When oil is heated to high temperatures repeatedly, it breaks down and produces harmful compounds, including acrylamide, which has been linked to cancer. So, while you might think you're saving a few dollars, you could be consuming toxic substances that harm your body. But it's not just your heart that's affected by fried foods. What about your brain? This may surprise you, but consuming fried foods regularly can lead to cognitive decline and even increase your risk of Alzheimer's disease. This is especially concerning for seniors, whose brain health may already be in decline due to the natural aging process. Here's the science behind it. The trans fats in fried foods affect neuroinflammation, inflammation in the brain, which is one of the key factors in cognitive decline. In fact, studies have shown that diets rich in fried foods can impair your memory and your ability to concentrate. And this isn't just about the occasional fried food indulgence. It's about the long-term impact on your brain health. The more often you eat fried foods, the more likely you are to suffer from diminished brain function as you age. So, it's not just about living longer. It's about living better with the cognitive ability to enjoy every day. Imagine, in your golden years, not being able to remember the faces of your grandchildren or even forget where you placed your keys. It's a scary thought, and one that could potentially be avoided by making a simple change in your diet. But there's another danger, especially if you suffer from joint pain, arthritis, or other inflammatory conditions. Fried foods can make those problems worse. How? Because they contribute to systemic inflammation in the body. When you eat foods high in trans fats, like those deep-fried treats, you're increasing the inflammatory response in your body. For seniors who already suffer from conditions like osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis, this is a big problem. Inflammation is a major contributor to joint pain, stiffness, and swelling. If you've ever felt that painful stiffness in your knees, hips, or hands, you know just how debilitating arthritis can be. Well, consuming fried foods can worsen this condition by increasing inflammation. So, if you're over 65 and you're struggling with joint issues, it's even more critical to eliminate fried foods from your diet. But there's good news. You don't have to give up the delicious taste of crispy foods. There are healthier ways to enjoy them without the negative health consequences. One great alternative is using an air fryer. Air fryers cook food by circulating hot air, which gives your meals that golden, crispy texture without the need for excessive oil. It's a fantastic way to enjoy your favorite crispy foods with much less fat and calories. You can also try grilling, baking, or broiling instead of frying. These methods help to retain the flavor and texture of fried foods while significantly reducing the amount of unhealthy fats. For example, grilling chicken or fish gives you that crispy exterior while keeping the interior moist and flavorful, without the greasy aftermath. Why not try baking your potatoes instead of frying them? A sprinkle of herbs and a light drizzle of olive oil can create a flavorful, satisfying side dish without all the unhealthy fats that come with deep-fried versions. One of the most insidious culprits when it comes to aging and health problems, high-sodium foods. It's easy to overlook salt in our diets, especially since we often associate it with flavor, something we crave in our meals. But for seniors, consuming too much salt can lead to a cascade of health problems that could be avoided with a little awareness and care. High-sodium foods are everywhere: canned soups, packaged snacks, frozen meals, and restaurant takeout. We might think that just a little pinch of salt or a quick bite of fast food isn't a big deal, but the truth is these small, seemingly insignificant doses of sodium add up quickly, and the effects on our health can be devastating. Let's break it down. Sodium is a mineral that's essential for our bodies to function properly. It helps regulate blood pressure, supports nerve function, and maintains fluid balance. But here's the problem. For most people over 65, the body's ability to regulate sodium begins to decline. As we age, our kidneys become less effective at flushing out excess sodium from the bloodstream. This means that sodium stays in the body longer, leading to higher blood pressure, a condition known as hypertension. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because it usually has no symptoms, but can contribute to heart disease, stroke, kidney damage, and even dementia. As we age, the walls of our arteries become stiffer and the blood vessels lose some of their elasticity. This makes it harder for the heart to pump blood efficiently. When you add high sodium to the mix, it makes the heart work even harder, contributing to dangerous increases in blood pressure. And unfortunately, high blood pressure often goes unnoticed until significant damage has been done. And that's not all. Too much sodium also causes the body to retain fluid, which can lead to swelling, bloating, and discomfort. For seniors with conditions like heart failure or kidney disease, this fluid buildup can become life-threatening. You might be surprised at how much sodium hides in everyday foods. It's not just about sprinkling salt on your meals. Many processed foods are packed with sodium, even those that don't necessarily taste salty. Think about canned soups, condiments, frozen dinners, packaged snacks, and fast food. Each of these can contain an alarming amount of sodium. Take canned soup, for example. A single can of some popular brands can contain up to 1,000 milligrams of sodium. That's nearly half the daily recommended sodium intake for adults. Add a few servings of fast food or a couple of processed snacks throughout the day, and you're already over your limit. And let's not forget about dining out. While it's a fun and easy option, restaurant meals, especially fast food, are often loaded with sodium to enhance flavor and preserve the food. A simple fast food burger, fries, and soda can easily contain over 2,000 milligrams of sodium. That's already more than most seniors should consume in an entire day. Because sodium's effects are gradual and don't always cause immediate symptoms, many seniors may not realize they're consuming dangerous amounts. By the time high blood pressure or fluid retention is noticed, significant damage may already be done. It's easy to overlook the gradual buildup of damage, especially when you don't feel immediate consequences. Many seniors don't recognize the link between their diet and the heart disease or kidney issues that might follow. Hypertension in seniors is a major health risk. It can lead to heart disease, stroke, and even cognitive decline, as high blood pressure has been linked to conditions like Alzheimer's disease. A study from the American Heart Association found that untreated high blood pressure in older adults is one of the leading causes of heart failure. Now, the good news is that you can take control. By reducing sodium intake, seniors can drastically lower their risk of heart disease, stroke, and other chronic conditions. One of the best things you can do is start cooking at home more often. When you prepare your own meals, you control how much salt goes into them. It's as simple as using fresh herbs, garlic, lemon juice, and spices to add flavor without relying on sodium. Try swapping salt for other flavor enhancers like turmeric, cumin, or even balsamic vinegar. Fresh fruits and vegetables naturally contain a good amount of potassium, which can help balance out sodium in the body and lower blood pressure. By making these small changes, you're giving your heart, kidneys, and entire body a fighting chance at a healthier, longer life. And here's the best part. Reducing sodium doesn't mean sacrificing flavor or enjoyment from your meals. With a little creativity, you'll find that there are endless ways to make your dishes both delicious and heart-healthy. So how much sodium is too much? The general recommendation is to limit sodium intake to 1,500 milligrams per day for older adults, particularly those with existing health conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney problems. That's about 2/3 of a teaspoon of salt. Think about it. Just a small pinch of salt could take you a long way toward your daily limit. When you consume high-sodium foods in excess, you're easily surpassing the recommended limit, putting yourself at risk of long-term health problems. So, how can you start cutting back on sodium today? Here are some simple, effective tips to get you on the right track. Read food labels. Look for low sodium or no sodium added products, especially when buying canned goods, soups, or sauces. Cook more at home. Preparing meals from scratch allows you to control how much salt you're adding. Use fresh ingredients. Choose fresh vegetables, meats, and whole grains over processed versions. Flavor with herbs and spices. Experiment with fresh herbs like basil, cilantro, and parsley, or spices like turmeric, paprika, and black pepper. Limit fast food and takeout. Fast food is notoriously high in sodium. Try to limit these meals to occasional treats instead of regular habits. Watch your condiments. Things like soy sauce, ketchup, and salad dressings often contain a lot of hidden salt. Use sparingly or switch to low-sodium versions. Narrator empowering tone. By adopting just a few of these habits, you'll be well on your way to reducing your sodium intake and protecting your long-term health.